everyone, how are you? I hope you all are fine. In the last video, we'll learn about the basic and the modes of nutrition, how different animals make their food. So the next topic we are going to learn is different way to take food. There are two types of animal, unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular which have only one cell, multicellular which have more than one cell. So their body organization are also different because of number of cells they present in their body, and their mode of taking nutrition from the food are also different. Like first we are talking about the amoeba. Amoeba take their food by the help of or by the process of pseudopodia. In this diagram you can saw that amoeba is a irregular shaped unicellular which regularly changes their shape to engulf the food particles and digest it. Then we talk about the other unicellular organism, that is paramecium. Paramecium is a slipper-like organism which has a hair-like structure all over the body called cilia. With the help of these cilia, they move and take their food. Now when we talk about the multicellular animals or called human beings, so their nutrition, how they take their nutrition. As you know, human beings eat different varieties of food. Some are vegetarian, some are non-vegetarian. Their food includes food, meat, fish, vegetables, etc. By this food, human beings take nutrition and energy. Now, all food we eat is in the form of complex, and when we intake it, it convert into simple form, which provide nutrition and energy. We have studied detailed about the conversion of food from complex into simplest form and utilizing it in short, which we call human digestive system. So first I want to give you the intro of human digestive system. Human digestive system are consist of organs and the glands. As you see in the picture, there are too many glands and also picture glands you can also call liver or pancreas as a gland. When we starting, this is called alimentary canal, which is starting from the mouth. Here is a diagram of a mouth. The interior most part of the alimentary canal is called mouth. It has an opening which is bounded by the lips, that is upper and lower lips. The place where mouth open are called buccal cavity. Mouth help in receive food and swallowing it, which directly connected to the food pipe. Mouth also consists teeth and the tongue, which help to chewing food and swallowing food. Here is a diagram of the side face through which you can know where is the nasal cavity, lips or mouth attached to our esophagus. Now when we talking about the teeth, there are four types of teeth: incisor, canine, molars and premolars. There are for 32. All different types of teeth are specified for their work like biting, cutting and chewing. Chewing is the process of breaking of big food particles into small particles. Now here is a diagram of different types of four teeth. Some are for chewing, tearing, biting. Now when we talk about the jaws, only the lower jaw is movable, not the upper jaw. Upper jaw is not movable. Now tongue. Tongue is a muscular organ present in the mouth. It has taste bud, and the function of the tongue is mixing of food with the saliva and the swallowing of food in the esophagus, which directly go through the stomach. The next is esophagus, a tube-like structure which connect mouth to the stomach. Now the next organ is stomach, a bag-like structure or J-shaped. It is situated in the right side of our abdomen or a belly. The function of stomach is to store food. Stomach wall has a gastric gland through which digestive juice secreted which mix with the food and help to digest it. It also has a sphincter which regulates the movement and also prevent the backflow of the food through the esophagus and the mouth called vomit. Stomach is divided into three parts: cardia, fundus and pylorus, and other between part of this are body. Now, there when we talk about the small intestine, after the stomach, food goes into the small intestine. Small intestine is a long coiled tube of about 7 meter. They are divided into three parts: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum, as you can see in the diagram. The function of the small intestine is to absorb digested food particles. Small intestine has intestinal glands which secrete intestinal juice for digestion, and then food passes into large intestine. Large intestine is about 1.5 meter long, but it is called large intestine because of its diameter. Large intestine has a bigger diameter than the small intestine. That is why it is called large intestine. It also divided into three parts, that are cecum, colon, and rectum. As you can see in the diagram, there is colon, rectum, and cecum. Rectum is guarded by the sphincter called anal sphincter. It usually remains closed, and it only opens when during the removal of the fecal matter of the body through the anus. Thank you, and I hope you like the video.